Okay, I'm here. I'm ready to make my show. Upon thinking too hard about getting into it, I'm starting my show. I took some pictures outside the house today. Okay. Let's just go through them. Because I loaded them. So I just have pictures from outside the house. And I put my napkin under my hat. And I'm going to pour my beer. And who's here? About to come? And you say they want to tear. Oh, yeah. Rubble. They're going to demolish the old house. Sometime probably before next Christmas. Okay. So get ready. And I found out right when the government shut down, the government is back. Who am I going to blame the government? Yeah, so I wasn't going to stay here another full year. I mean, I promised myself 10 years in this room. So they're going to make sure I have to thank them and milk them for every dime. Oh, I mean, I still have to milk them. So I need my milk. This type of thing has happened in the city before. Okay? They might have to have 150 police come into the building to pull the last resident out. That's what we're known for around here. Police coming in. Somehow, one of my neighbors might have tear gas because there's a bunch of lunatics in this building. Vietnam people. Can't wait. We're all going out. And plus, the experience is no longer a top 10 hotel. You know, we're more like a top 80%. I mean, we're not the worst 10% or 5% of places to live, but you know, the location doesn't mean shit when they don't do anything inside. So, plus this block is a dinosaur. It should be demolished. They say the building next to us has all the microphones for spying on the city, and they've been spying on the city for 50 years. Ten plus 10. Radio scores in 10 minutes. The Denver guy scores 55. He's slow as shit. I've never seen a man move so slow. Just take away his number one option. He's not going to accelerate off his left leg. He can only drive to the right. He has no drive to the left. Nikola Jokic of Denver, he cannot drive to the left. I would love to pressure. I'd love to guard a 7-foot man. Rip the ball. Any short guy can go up to a 7-footer and just take the ball. He has to put the ball on the ground, and he can he tends to wobble to his left side when he has to reach down to dribble once. So You want to make him reach to his left. And I took 20 gulps. I don't know why it looks like there's so much left in this cup. My subs went down. I mean, shit happens today. Dropped the sub today. It's all right. Because I got a napkin under my hat. And it says 1664 on the desktop. My face paint wore it off because I didn't make an episode. I don't have to give anybody hell because my neighbors will, and they already expect hell because it's not the first hotel eviction in San Francisco. Now I wouldn't want to leave early. I want to go with all the guys. We have a unity. Yeah, it's a community unity, like Short Circuit, or that we're gonna watch Cocoon in the. Radio. I had to listen to it in 7 minutes. You just farted and you have a small burst of hyperhidrosis. It was wet. It was in on your gluteal. Yeah. Chug it all, Ted. Okay. Damn. There's still one good taste left in. Yeah, I ate Panda Express at the San Francisco Mall. Apparently there's only 3 stores open. I went straight to the basement, straight to Panda Express. I didn't see 2 stores open on the way out the door. Everybody's shopping at all the smartasses only spend money at the grocery store, and they haven't gone anywhere since 2019 except the grocery store. What are these other smartasses always say? What are these smartasses? I like that. I like when I wake up in the morning and I just kind of sit and I stare at my things and I decide who's paying attention. Then you crank on the radio, listen to them.
Donate today.
They're on commercials. I was looking at 533 millimeter torpedoes today. I saw hints of the 650 millimeter Japanese Russian anti-ship torpedo. The torpedo is like the RPG-7 of the sea. Everybody uses the same launcher. You have multiple warheads to choose from. I hate Super Mario because Torpedo Ted is not in every game, and I am Ted, and Torpedo Ted is Mario's #1 killer. Silly things. seen a lot of Mario Maker stages, and they always decide, oh, I'm not going to put a Torpedo Ted on my stage. Which is Ted haters. Okay, my beer's gone. I want to listen to the radio.
Pulse Foundation to honor Pulse victims and survivors.
If you're an ally of this community, speak out. There are more of us together than apart. It is the power of love in its rawest form.
Join the fight for LGBTQ acceptance. Learn how at lovehasnolabels.com. Brought to you by Love Has No Labels and the Ad Council.
In 1848, James Marshall discovered gold at Sutter's
Sutter's.
Mill, and in 3 years, a multicultural migration grew a sleepy trading post of 800 to a city of over 250,000.
Amazing!
These were the first dreamers, innovators, builders, and inventors that defined
The first
San
dreamers?
Francisco.
I thought she said the streamers. I thought they were coming out here to stream gold.
Colorful and diverse history of our city from its earliest days to the present. As a member, you'll receive the art.
My show sure keeps my spirits up.
That has provided in-depth historical accounts for over 30 years. And the
Nothing but
Panorama,
positivity,
quarterly
no
newsletter covering
negativity.
ongoing activities and historical presentations.
I was giving thumbs down. Back before I started drinking every day, I would have my "it's thumbs down" moment like every single episode.
Great future.
I recognized that my show is not like it used to be.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager. Learning the lingo.
Vote GOAT.
The boat. The BOAT. The boat. I don't want to be a goat. I want to be the boat. The boat. The boat. I want a buzz ball. I want a buzz ball. I want a buzz ball. Nice. The boat. Today's national holidays. Should I check? I don't want to miss out on a free bagel day. Is it free bagel day? National Day today, November 13th. Radio check.
Every weekday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
It's 11:59. The radio is just rolling on to 2 o'clock.
FS1.
Looking for the one. You're looking at the one.
To find
Yeah,
FS1
see,
on your television,
I'm in sync.
go to foxsports.com for details.
Looking at the one.
FS1.
Looking for the one. What you looking at the one?
You're listening to 95.7 The Game, KTMZ
95.7. So the Japanese 95 point Type 95 torpedo was larger than a 5.33 millimeter.
Nikola Jokic put on a show in LA.
Nikola Jokic, 55 points. I already said that. That's what I was talking about when I started. He's slow as shit. You think I'm slow as shit?
Just heard it on the
think
Altitude
I-
Radio
you-
Network.
I
Denver was
personally
6 in a row after
noticed
topping the Clippers
the
130
delay
to 116.
between my
Jokic
dialogues.
had 25 points in the first quarter and ended with 55 points, 12
I have a
rebounds, and
higher
6 assists.
frequency of
Steph Curry had
words per
46
minute
points as the
delivered in a
Warriors took down the
podcast
Spurs
environment
in
than
San Antonio,
Dre Dumb
125
Green
to 120.
from the Laughing
Suns
Monk
have won 4 in a
Studios.
row. They defeated the Mavericks 123 to 114, and the Thunder blew out the Lakers 121 to 92.
Sad.
The Magic handed the Knicks their first loss at home, coming out on top 124 to 107, and the Pistons have won 8 in a row after topping the
It's
Bulls
just too bad that
124 to
Pittsburgh doesn't have a
113.
team.
In the NHL, the Devils edged the Blackhawks 4-3 in overtime. I'm Monty Bolaños.
The Penguins don't play today. Everybody is waiting for the next Pittsburgh Penguin game. I don't need to look. I know it's the Nashville Predators. Okay? It's the Penguins versus the Predators. Nothing else matters.
Can you repeat that for the people a little slow in the back of the room? But you already knew that. You're straight. You're listening to the Ben Maller Show. Yeah. Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. Here he is, Another hour of the Ben Maller Show.
Yeah.
Here in the air.
Shot
Everywhere,
caller.
playing around with microphones as we are. Trying
Trying to get
coast to coast, border to border, and beyond on the vast and
East Coast.
pioneeringly powerful microphones of FSR,
West.
emanating live from
Still.
Point, as in match point, from the world famous Fox Sports Radio studios. And Nostradamus tells us that this portion of the show made
It was
possible
because
by
of Pearl Harbor that they had to call the Missouri. Only the Missouri, or is it the St. Louis, could run. See, the Japanese submarines at Pearl Harbor are known to have sunk in the lagoon, but they were still downing ships east of Pearl Harbor, and only 6 ships went to relieve the city.
Well, that's right.
And all 6 relief ships made it back and forth to Pearl Harbor in about 18 days. But 6 ships leaving Pearl Harbor, 3 of them got blown up. Big sad. One on the way to New Zealand. All the New Zealanders were prisoners. 28 prisoners out of their one boat. These aren't even Americans.
The crowd is yours. And our lead this hour. Play the hits.
And guess what? Guess what, guys? I bought a new pen charger. I'm overjoyed. Both of my pens. I got 2 blue vapes. You knew I only had 1, but today I went out. I had to fork over the money to buy a new blue vape. They came with the charger, and I charged up the old blue, and I charged up the new blue, and I'm charging the new Rick and Morty. The new Rick and Morty is charging. The Rick and Morty battery is charging. I'll be getting massive hits off my old carts that have, all my carts that are nearly empty. I'm about to go through them. And back to the radio.
Dart is injured. The assumption was Russ would start, but no. Winston moves on up to the penthouse on the Upper East Side, and he did it by I guess, being better in practice or just not being Russell Wilson. Now, we do know that Jameis Winston provided us with music. He sang for his supper. Here's Jameis Winston breaking into song as he is discussing the fact that he's now the starting
Famous
quarterback
Jameis.
this week for the New York Football
He's a
Giants.
brand new
Take a
card.
listen. I want fans to know that I'm going to do my best.
Brand new.
I'm going to have fun, but I'm going to execute, have a
I'm supposed to show off.
and just play ball, man.
It's the legendary dope run. The Belcher on his dope run.
I'm going to be saying it with my son. It's the greatest city in the world. Yeah, that's
The greatest in the world.
Team year reunion. All right, there you go. It's the greatest city in the world. That's a good jumping off point. So let us discuss the question. What are your expectations for Jameis Winston as he gets the start with the Giants this week? So I've got Six Flags, Old Loaf, and Cartoon Hero. And we will combine all of these things together, and we're going to make some sandwiches with the Gabagoo. We're going to make some
The
sandwiches
Gabagoo.
with Baba Ganoush. A side of Baba Ganoush, but the sandwiches at the deli will be
One
with
guy
Gabagoo.
watched it.
Now, to lead off here, we'd like to alert all the affiliates to fasten your seatbelts. Famous Jameis is the Midway Magician, and he's back, baby. He is back, and he comes in singing Hamilton, talking about surgical execution, which will likely be the Giants' execution with him playing quarterback. It is kind of amusing that Jameis would use the word surgical. That's like asking a hibachi chef to perform heart surgery. There would be sparks everywhere. Flames would be shooting out. Oh my God! The humanity.
Flames.
but we'll call it
Where's my lighter?
precision. Yeah, well, precision is what we're going to
Did
call
I
it.
drop
So
my
I
lighter? Or my
very
lighter's in my
Maller
sweatshirt
report card.
pocket.
Maller report card on Jameis Winston taking over in the Big Apple there, Bashi, Jersey.
I love you, James.
Did he get an A? No. Does he get a B? No. Does he get a C? No. Jameis Winston, Maller report card, gets an E for entertaining. Capital E for entertaining. This guy's got more charisma than anyone I know. He's got the golden pipes. He's quoting Broadway. Jameis walking in like he's auditioning for the revival of West Side Story, or at least Cats. Historically, Jameis is a human turnover vending machine. Insert ball, chaos. Chaos. This is what the Giants are setting up for
Where's my
this
lighter?
weekend. As I wax and wane here. Six Flags football. Jameis Winston is the NFL's version of a carnival ride. You know how you go to the carnival and everything looks great, and you're like, well, I don't know about those carnies, though. I don't think that guy showered since April. That's not particularly good. And you're not sure, like, was that ride fully inspected by the state? I don't think so. And so you're going to get the 3-touchdown loop-de-loop, followed immediately by the 3-interception plunge. That will make your stomach fall out of your backside. Will it be thrilling? Absolutely. Will it be successful? Methinks not. But it depends on what your definition is. If your definition of success was, I was not bored, if that's the expectation, it will be successful. Jameis Winston, we've said this for years, he is the quintessential FB quarterback. Fun bad. Fun bad. Not winning bad. He's not a WB quarterback. He's not winning bad. He's not an EB quarterback. Not efficient bad. No, he's FB. He's fun bad. Fun bad. You're still going to lose the game most likely, but at least you're going to get some fireworks along the way. And he's exciting and fun. You pull for him because he's not a douche like a lot of these guys. And he's always happy, smiling, Cheshire cat grin. He's just a journeyman quarterback that's bounced all over the NFL at this point. And in that 40-yard YOLO ball into triple coverage that he threw because, hey, you only live once. That's fun, right? That's fun. Giants suck anyway. He'll give you the full Jameis Winston starter kit. Now, you know what the Jameis Winston starter kit includes? You don't? They sold it, actually, at Spirit Halloween. Now, the Jameis Winston, the full package of Jameis Winston, the starter kit, what you get in that is you get the pass, the 40-yard pass. You get the smile. You get the moment where he looks like Brett Favre from 1996 Green Bay Packers. Then you get the moment where he looks like Brett Favre right now at age 56. A lot of entertainment. Not sustainable. And that's the Jameis Winston stock. You're buying emotionally volatile stock. It's kind of like investing your entire retirement, your life savings in crypto, but not the good kind of crypto, the kind named after a dog. The pump and dump kind. Jameis is a human pinball machine, and I say let the show begin. I am here for this show. I did not plan on spending much time watching that game. I'm going to check it out now. It's going to be in my rotation. I make my own
New York
red zone
Giants, dude.
channel, so I'll flip over
New
there.
York Giants,
Flip over, see what's going on.
New York Giants,
So with Jameis Winston as QB number
New York. I'd like to dedicate this to the New York
one,
Giants.
Russell Wilson has been bypassed for the starting job. Wilson said that he is not looking to leave the Giants. Okay, so it's going to stay. And that led to a number of bleeding heart bloggers and social media savants telling us how great that was of Russell Wilson. So the question, does Russell Wilson deserve praise for embracing his demotion, very public demotion, as the backup quarterback with the Giants? So the answer
Of course, Russell
is
is happy to be on the roster.
absolutely not. All right, absolutely not. And the problem is that
Putting
Russ
cigarettes in
is
my
no longer
hat.
a game changer. Hasn't been a game changer in a long time, and he's kind of lollygagging around and all that. But this is not. The word that I saw used a lot was grace. This is not grace. This is not leadership. This is a man who has zero leverage, doing the only thing he can
I
do,
trust my hat
which
to
is
hold my
to smile,
cigarettes.
nod, say something corny, read some inspirational quote of the day thing that you got on your phone.
I don't want to
email,
flash a lot of money
and just
on
act
that.
like he's auditioning
I'm not the
for
type of
like
guy.
a church pamphlet or something like that.
I
This
just
is
want
pretty
to
much
buy
what we are at
20
this point.
cigarettes and flash.
And I would argue that Russell Wilson did not embrace anything. Like, I know a little bit how this works.
This is nice.
And there's a decorum
Epic
to
moment.
it when you demote someone like Russell Wilson, who's had a decorated career in the NFL, even though
I
he's
love
not a
you,
Hall of
Russell.
Famer. That the way it works is they negotiate with the agent. They say, listen, we're going to demote your client, and if you want, we will waive
bootleg
your
is too
client.
slow.
Why don't you
That's
see if
all.
you can find a job
Don't
somewhere
run
with
that
the John
don't run a
waivers,
bootleg anymore.
and we can't trade you because the trade deadline's passed. And the agent says, okay, I'm going to put some feelers out right now. I'm going to see if I'm going to contact some teams and see if I can find some work for my client. And so
As
I'm
long
going
as-
to go out
look,
there and I'm contact the Saints and I'll contact.
It's sad we're playing the Rams and Seahawks this weekend, but Russell's not there.
He needs a job. Can
It's
we
too
find
bad.
him a job? And so, well, okay, we don't really want him. And so the
Marshawn Lynch is a clown.
Nobody wants you, Russ. If Russ
Richard
had
Sherman can't stand. I can't stand Richard Sherman. Why should I?
back and the phone was ringing, if a single GM text even hey you up at 4 in the morning, hey Russ, you up? He would have
Big,
been gone. He would have been
big.
releasing a New
Now,
York. But
see
what
how
happened
many I
was
got.
something that every talk show host is scared
That's
of.
what a hat is supposed to do.
Radio said it was a league-wide ghosting. The NFL.
Now I'm ready to wear my hat outside. Usually I usually only wear my hat in my room, but we're in San Francisco. You have to wear your shit correctly.
Don't call us. We'll
Wear,
Don't call
wear,
us.
put it on correctly.
He's not choosing to stay with the Giants. He's trapped with the Giants at this point. He's no
Let me
longer
check my
Mr.
analytics. I'm like
Mr.
DST. I want 100.
He's Mr. Demoted. Mr. Demoted. Russ the Bust. Russ the Bust, a falling star who's now orbiting the quarterback graveyard. And the question becomes, will there be another sucker in the NFL to sign Russell Wilson? He has now failed in Denver. He failed in Pittsburgh. I don't even know that he failed with the Giants. He didn't get much of a shot, although when he did play, he sucked. So that's it. And essentially, he's been saying it's God. God's got a plan, which is code for nobody else wants me. So this is God's plan. If God wanted somebody else to have me, somebody would have texted me back. And that's that. All right, last thing. To the Mile High City we go, where the Broncos have a key game with the Kansas City Chiefs this weekend. Big turning point game there. The Chiefs are going to claw their way back and win the division. You got to go through Denver at this point. The Broncos with that sexy record, even though there's some issues at quarterback. Well, Bo Nix, who is getting tormented online. Bo, you blow! Some of the people are saying online. It's been, to be fair, a bad season. If you want to dress it up and down season. And he was asked, Bo Nix, about all the trolling that's going on and people questioning his ability as a quarterback. And he pointed out that it doesn't affect him. Now, why doesn't it affect Bo Nix? Well, he's not in that world. He's not in that universe, or so he says. Let's go to the audio tape. Take a listen.
But for me, it's quite simple, really. I delete all my social media. I don't even have it. So unless somebody says it to my face, I don't really hear it. And nobody's ever bold enough to say it to your face. So really, I don't get on social media.
Okay. All right. Well, there are people that are bold enough. They're called, I can't say what they're called, but you can figure out. It's a nice, friendly word. So, bit of a high wire act here. Playing quarterback in the NFL. You're like, I am not on social media. So the question, what is your position on Bo Nix, formerly Bo the Show, now Bo that Blows? What is your position on Bo Nix unplugging from the Matrix, unplugging from social media? So if true, I say good for him. If this is actually what's going on. I'm skeptical on this one, and here's why. Let's not act like he's suddenly sitting in a monastery carving wooden spoons. Publicly, that he's taken the blue pill. So I don't hear anything. I'm locked in. I'm focused with a capital F. But you wonder what's going on privately. Bo Nix is 25 years old. We imagine that at age 25, he does not have the staying power to stay off social media. So that means he's doom scrolling on his burner account, fighting back like every other athlete on God's green earth, checking every mention between film sessions and protein shakes and all that. Now here's the truth. You can run, but you can't hide. Right? Social media is a vast orchard of crap. And the minute someone tells you, or tells Bo, hey, Bo, did you see what they're saying about you over there on what used to be called Twitter? What do you think he's doing? Do you think he's A, ignoring it, B, running to go back down the rabbit hole and to visit Wonderland? Yeah. Yeah, of course, John. Yeah, we know he's doing this. He's got work to do. That's the issue, though. Bo Nix is the 27th ranked quarterback in the NFL. He's trailing two guys who've already been benched for cause and malfeasance. Spencer Rattler in New Orleans and Kyler Murray have better numbers than Bo Nix. Over the last month, it's actually gotten worse and hasn't gotten better. The Broncos defense is doing the heavy lifting of the city. Nix is like it's recess and he's being dragged behind. Which I guess I love that he's picking up noise. And truly, if that's the case, good for him. Unfortunately, the noise is the stat line, which is very disappointing. You don't need social media to check the videotape that he's throwing the hospital balls, getting receivers killed, and has become a cartoon hero in many ways. Charlie Checkdown, the cartoon hero, your number one cartoon hero, Charlie Checkdown, checking down like he's getting charged the feet for throwing the ball more than 8 yards down the field. So again, unplugging is not going to fix what ails the underlying condition with Bo Nix, who has to get some things squared away. At some point, you're going to have to throw the ball past the sticks and stop living in the internet boogeyman is going to get your world and all that stuff. And so we'll see. It's pretty easy to defend if the defense knows you're unwilling to throw the ball down the field because you're inaccurate when you throw the ball down the field that far. Most quarterbacks are. It just makes it tougher if you are going to throw the ball down the field more than, one time a game. It is the Ben Maller Show. As we are hanging out with you all night, now early morning hours. If you'd like to be part, 877-99 on Fox. That's 877-996-6369. Also on X, at Ben Maller. That's at Ben Maller. If you'd like to be part, not part of the Brady Bunch. Not part of the Brady Bunch. We'll get to that, and we will do it next. However, it's live read season, and it is the eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It's the A block. Let's see if we can find out what hour it is right now. You can go live music. Number 4. Look at that. Number 4. Hour number 4. The NBA season is
Oh no.
long and DraftKings
One left.
game. Pick 6. The easiest way to play for your shot at big wins.
I lost my
NBA
lighter.
stars lighting it up. Now, their numbers aren't just highlights.
I found it.
They're your shot to cash in. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. So nail your picks tonight. And don't just win, stack up those payouts. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball, pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use code MALLER. It's my last name, M-A-L-L-E-R. That's code MALLER. Play just $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call.
Ew, 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 ew. Ew, 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 EU, 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 2:22 a.m. EU, EU, EU. That's enough EUs. This is the TEDD. Why? Because I'm the juggernaut, bitch. BELCHER. Cap.
It's being called the Golden Bonanza Sweepstakes. Thanks to our friends at
Such a long intro at the AA meeting. Hello, I'm
chance to join us in San Francisco for
Ted.
a week. That's right, a trip for two, including round trip coach airfare.
TEDDYBELACHERCHE, the bank statement, 4K ultra wide, 21:9.
10 Mako and DP show swag bags as runner-up prizes. It's really simple to enter. You go to danpatrick.com. The best news, you can enter daily for a chance to win. You can also receive a 25% off.
I used to tell everybody when I got on the microphone, you go into Cincinnati, they do have the microphone plugged in. You go up and you talk, everybody's listening. You tell them, hi, I'm Teddy Belcher, the bank statement. And then you finish your speech. That was offline. That was the offline. Now, a lot of Indian and Hindu have a lot of audio recordings from the 50s. Very enlightening. I would like to get back to that. But I don't speak Hindu or Pakistan. Why not? Why? I couldn't count to 10 in Hindu. Let's learn together before my battery runs out.
Hello, welcome to HindiPad1.com. Hello, my name is Prerna. Hi everybody, my name is Prerna. Welcome to HindiPad1.com. Hindi in 3 minutes. The fastest, easiest, and the most fun way to learn Hindi. In the last lesson, we learned some words used when apologizing in Hindi, including maaf kiye and pardon me.
I'm more than wild.
In this lesson, we are going to learn numbers in Hindi. Yes, numbers are from 1 to 10 and we are going to learn them in only 3 minutes. Are you ready?
No.
Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
7. Okay, I see it. Char is 4. That could be important.
Yes, numbers are from 1 to 10 and we are
Let's
going
see
to
the
learn them in
English
only 3
translation.
minutes.
Here we go. Number 1.
Are you ready?
I'm ready now.
Let's
Now I'm
start.
ready. 1. EK. EK is 1. Okay, Americans never start a sentence with EK. And fail English for starting any paragraph with EK. EK 1, 2, do, dio, EK, dio,
1, 2,
10, EKDOTIIN, EKDOTIIN,
3, 4, 5.
EKDOTIIN, CHAAR, CHAR, Panch, 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 1 PANCH. That's funny. PAANCH is 5 in Hindu. Okay. We get 6 is chi, a short. We can ignore their level 6. Seven. Sat. I said SAAT. 7.
6, 6,
Set.
7,
Set. A. They can't spell A. They spell it with 2 A's instead of EIGHT. It's just a AATH. AATH. A. Funny looking A. But 60 years in 2028, learning Hindu might be important. So you might be hearing the A at a lot of the intros when they say it's at what year it is. They'll be ending each sentence with the number, and that'll be an 8th sound.
8, 9, 9.
9 is just a NAU. So if I go up to an 89, the Indians are like, yeah, Montana, 89, 88. That's a same in India.
9, 10. Okay, now repeat after me.
Das 9. That's 999. That's 1999. That's 999. That's not right. Well, it's at 9. That's 99 would be 9, 10, and 99.
Say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one.
And the one thing they teach in college is that numbers are, as long as you're speaking in mathematical, if you're talking in numbers, they will compute the numbers you say. So I'm not using it. I only want to learn Japanese numbers and Hindu numbers. Count to 10 in German. Let's do that real quick. It's my book. And this is a 28-second video.
1,
I'm
2,
3,
3, 4,
wir, 4,
5,
für is 4,
6,
sech is 6,
7,
sieben,
8,
8 is 8,
9,
9, 9 is
10,
zen, multiply by 10. That's banker error in your favor. Spiritually connected to your land. I didn't count how many cigarettes are in my hat. I don't know. Can anybody predict how many cigarettes are in my hat? I don't know. The show's over as soon as the battery hits 0. Last check was 59% at 29 minutes. Now we're at 48% at 43 minutes. My view count was 135, so. But we're here at 0. We hit the 0. Nobody's watching. So I have to act different. I don't try to hide it. I just realized nobody's watching, so I can act different. Now one person watching. Because the only thing I'm watching is Bullbox generator.
But I just want to exist. Salsa be PlayStation.
Salsa be PlayStation.
Does my magical star
melted. I need to open up GameFAQs any percent speed run. Okay, GameFAQs is open. Now I want to plug my phone in. Because I can torture my audience who should watch it double speed. Anybody attempting to watch my 44-minute live stream past this point should set the stream for 20 for double speed, because we're going 2 hours tonight until I run out of tobacco. It's 2:32 in 28 minutes. The radio will tell me the score again. You can't trust Klay Thompson. If you were Dallas, you would Dallas should trade. Klay Thompson should leave the Mavericks. Could the Lakers get Klay Thompson? That's honestly, yeah. I mean, if I was Jeannie Buss, if I understood how the old Lakers would approach the situation, Dallas shouldn't have anybody that's decent that doesn't get a 5-day contract with the I call them the Bengals, the Lakers. It's let me check the temperature right now because I'm eating the room temperature cheese. So what I actually have to do is minimize everything. I'm looking around my desktop. I'm clicking on it. Looking for the weather. Where's the weather? Here it is. No, that's just a cloud. See, the cloud has replaced the weather icon on your desktop. There's the perils of modern Windows users. Is you wake up in a coma, you stare at your desktop, and you see what looks like a weather icon, and you never check it every day. And we fear a lot of rain. Rain is coming. This is a Frankie McDonald, Nova Scotia, your weather station. I'm eating cheese. I'm eating 4 slices of cheese, and there's a tornado coming. There's a rain. Not in Altadena. I need to double check on my neighborhood in Altadena. I don't want to dox myself. I don't even live there anymore. It's hard to be like, yeah, I'm Logan Paul down in Pasadena, California. Everybody show up at my house. I can't dox myself because I didn't have. I could have on my BlackBerry back in 2011. Just had a bunch of put a call out to show up at the top of. I was the BlackBerry user. The Lakers got Luka, the Mavs got Klay. Hey, Klay Thompson's gonna have to finish out the year just like. Room temperature cheese. What's the damn weather? '62 probably. Any percent. Go to the kitchen and get some water. 53 degrees. Of course it's cold. Of course it's cool. I don't need my jacket. I'm walking to the kitchen in the tank top and the fancy hat. Wow, I have no break up. I don't go to sleep until every American is in their bed. There could be somebody in here raging. Now I can use the handrail, but I'm checking the wall. 4th floor. There's 2 caution wet floor signs going up next to a bench. 3rd floor has a working fire extinguisher. I don't need to put out a fire. Another Narcan machine. Another 2 wet floor. Triangles down on the 2nd floor. Guarantee you I'm taking the elevator on the way up to not wobble another time. No more wobble. I'm on camera. The place is full of cameras. Is that Community TV? Speed run at Baywatch. It's Baywatch. Nobody's in here watching it. Water. They say I'm on that crack. It looks like crack. I'm on that water. I zoomed out all the way. I got zoomed in a little. I don't have a menu, and there's no menus on the rack. Is that menu? That's not a menu. Lunch menu. Okay. What day is today? I forget. But I'll take it to my room and read it. And drink my water. Right here. I can chill in the kitchen. Nobody here pressuring me. It's sad to see that, who's my neighbor? Jason. Jason was raging in his room. He had more stuff than I did. Nice stuff too. I thought Jason looked like a rich guy. You know, but Jason got evicted. How many cigarettes do I got? Can I count here? I already secretly promised myself not to count. I'm sipping the water, which is not normal. If you've been watching my later shows, I don't usually get spontaneous reaction to demolition warnings. Here's the office, which is next to my room. They know where to find me. I was their favorite tenant. Plugged in on the rack.
Fact or fiction? We'll get to that. We will do it next. When it comes to the stories of the day, the big story of the day. All right, we saw this story this morning.
Up once 3 years ago. I like to keep, when you first move into a place, your biggest concern is hydration. So you just keep a gallon of water. You could fill a jug in 5 minutes. You don't want to wait behind one